Well, let's talking about the Montreal Canadiens, the week, what happening to them. First of all, Montreal Canadiens last week, October 17th to Saturday 23rd. So yesterday stopping. The week it was 1-2-0, the record of the weeks. And also the season so far, they are 1-5-0. They are the bottom of the Atlantic Division. And they are at that moment number 30 in the standing in the NHL. What happening? They played last week 3 games. Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. They lost 5-0 against San Jose. Another bad performance overall for the Montreal Canadiens. Completely dominated by the San Jose Sharks, where Dallin scored 2 goals for them. Great performance, Eric Carlson, and a shutout for the goaltender, Adam Hill. Obviously, for Montreal, nothing was doing well at that moment. Now, that's starting to scream a lot around the Montreal Canadiens after they start 0-4-0. The players have a meeting. They start to play a little bit better. And that's happening, but not good enough because the Carolina Hurricane beat them 4-1 Thursday night. A goal at Jesperico Kanemi again his ex-team and just turned more the knife inside the body of the Montreal Canadiens. And again, but we see a little bit some lights during the game for the Montreal Canadiens. First, they compete a little bit better. There was a little bit more play as a team, but not good enough. Too many mistakes around, and unfortunately, bad defensive coverage from different players during the game. But and again, the special team did not show up. There was 1-6, and then for Carolina 1-1. So that's the biggest problem for the Montreal Canadiens. And at that moment, after the game, there was a goal difference of -15. Guy at that moment. That's not very good, to be honest with you. They are at the bottom of the NHL with 0-5-0, one of the worst for the NHL history for the Montreal Canadiens start the season with 0-5-0. We have to go all the way 26 years ago to find that start in 1995, 1996. And so, a lot of question about the fans, everybody. And then Mike Bergevin had to step out during the weeks to make a press conference talking about the team and to take the heat of what's going on from the players, but get to him. And that's what Bergevin does. He find a way sometime to be the responsible, and he would say to everybody, blame me, don't blame anybody. And he was very smart to do that move over there. Maybe not understood by everybody, but at some point, I think it was a great move from Bergevin. Finally, yes. It happening. Montreal Canadiens win yesterday by a score 6-1 against the Detroit Red Wings. Hat trick from Mathieu Perreault. We have a few players, new member of the Montreal Canadiens finally find the first goal. We talk about Christian Dvorak and Mike Hoffman on power play. That's what he recognized. That's the reason he got the contract, score on power play. And finally, Ben Chariot scored a great goal, the first goal for the Montreal Canadiens after an amazing great pass of Jonathan Drouin on the back door. Chariot goes down and all the way shot on the crossbar. A great awareness of, be aware of the Jonathan Drouin to make that pass over there. And finally, Montreal Canadiens win that game, and we can breathe a little bit better. Nobody talk about the Stanley Cup yet. Don't try to say, we are going to the Stanley Cup. Wait. Relax. We are far to win the second game right now. We have too many mistakes. I'm going to talk about this. But overall, it's fun to have that kind of joy a little bit for a couple hours to see your team win at least one game and to play better. I know Detroit guys are not great. They are missing Perduzi yesterday because he's not vaccinated. But Detroit really not strong yesterday. I don't know, the fatigue. I didn't see Lucas Raymond involved yesterday. That's not there. I only like Larkin performance. And, of course, Maurice Zetter, the rookie, is going to be one of the best defensemen in NHL one day. I wouldn't be surprised if he won the Calder Trophy. But he's an underdog about that trophy. And watch him, Maurice Zetter, number 53. Adam, just like my Vegas team, what's wrong with Tampa Bay? Coach Nico was just all over the place and confused. Yes, I agree with you. Remember the comment that I made earlier on YouTube, Montreal is a 1-5-0. Yes, sir, Corey. At the same time, Adam, it's funny because a lot of people said he played a solid game and he have 2 assists and everything like that. And I was disagree with that, Adam. Um, he made 2 passes. His pass is pretty good. No battle, lose the battle, really fragile. He's always on the panic. Every time the puck is on his blade, it's not easy. I feel like he's not comfortable. I don't know if it's the first game, anything like that. But overall, the performance of him, whatever he got 2 points, and we have to give credit. I said to use this, it's C. It's like ranking C on my point, not B, not A, more C, and a lot of mistake around him. So we better see what he's going to do. But if you apply some pressure on him, geez, it's not going to be pretty. So let's move on to the next one. We're going to be here for 1 hour. So Adam, I think nothing wrong with everything is in process. Great answer, Alec. That's what I love for the. That's what I like. And this Alec just show sometimes some fans are realistic with everything. They are not too high and they are not too low. And this what I love, something like that, Alec. I'll be honest with you, Alec. You deserve this morning.
You are awesome.
There you go. So let's start with Montreal Canadiens about the bad things before we go on the good things. The bad things, guys, is special team. Still struggle. They scored a goal yesterday, but still 1-4. It's 25%. Yes, I understand. Everything like that. But since the beginning of the year, guys, they are what? They are 1-19, 2-23 right now. They increased a little bit, but not good enough, guys, to make this. Wow, this is going to be. I see a little bit some lights on the power play yesterday, but not good enough overall. That's the same. On the same thing on the PK, they gave another goal yesterday. Every game they gave a goal on the PK, and they have to get better on that one. So my point to you on this, as a team, they have to increase their intensity on the special team if have better result. So score on power play and don't give anything on PK because that hurt at the end of the day. So that's what we have to get better. The zone coverage, defense forward still struggle in my eyes all week. And again, yesterday, because Detroit guy is not a great team, but he gave a couple of great shot opportunities for them because the defense are always under pressure by the other team, and the reaction is slow. It does make rim the puck on the board, and then they can pinch by other team, and the forward don't have no time to react. So it's a combination of defensive and the forward have to be quicker and better. And I think they don't use enough breakout from the middle. They try to use the puck too much, and I understand that because, like I just mentioned, the pressure is coming too fast to them, and easy option is always rim the puck. That's how it works, right? Because you always pet the pressure. So that's something you have to get. Then too many turnover, too many giveaway pucks. It's always like this. And yesterday, guys, the third period was one of the worst periods I've never seen in my life. It was so bad. Both team gave away puck, gave the back. It's like a ping pong game, right? So that was happening. About Montreal have to get better. Those numbers have to drop more. Better pass, better breakout. And the pass have to be blade to blade. And don't give too much puck for sure. No speed enough. This was more, I enjoyed a little bit better the speed yesterday with a team where Detroit is almost the caliber of the team what Montreal is. So you can see Montreal a bit more involved, engaged, urgent, and their speed is better, but not good enough in my eyes. They have to they have to work that speed every single game at 60 minutes per game. That was said for me. That's what you need to get. So the speed have to be better. And Jesus, I understand it's happened sometime, guys. But since the beginning of the year, they missed the net. Lekonen yesterday, 7 feet, missed the net. Another one yesterday missed the net at the third period. I don't remember who he was. How can you miss the net at 7-8 feet from the net, from the goaltender? I can understand over the net because now you try to get a specific corner shot. But when you talk about missing the net 1 feet beside Lekonen yesterday, I hate that. Vegas, Adam said a lot of injury. We're going to talk about this. Adam, don't go nowhere. And then we'll come back, Edmondson. Yes, we're going to talk about this also, Adam. I'm going to talk a little bit about the Vegas the next couple of minutes about this. Let's jump in now for the good thing about this. First of all, Montreal played better in the last two games. The outcome is not there for Thursday night. They lost, but they played a bit better. They was more engaged. They faced an amazing, great team. And but again, I enjoy what I saw Thursday. But again, the mistake was there. On the flip side, yesterday, overall, it was the best game of the season. Whatever it was, Detroit guy, they played better. The execution was better because they was engaged more. They played 60 minutes overall. So they took advantage of a lack of talent for the Detroit, to be honest with you. Thomas Greiss was not amazing. And then, sometimes you got, since the beginning of the year, guys, Montreal is unlucky on goal. They gave a bad goal, tips the stick, and everything like that. Yesterday, it's happened again for them. It's happened during the year. But finally, I don't know, it's Christian Dvorak goal that it was that goal, I believe it's him. Tried to shoot a puck in front of the net to passing the puck. He hit the skate of the defenseman, Detroit, then he scored. So sometimes it's good to have lucky. Sometimes it's great for them to get this. I enjoyed the effort. The effort was there a little bit more. I think the change of Perrault in and remove Brooks and Pocket change a little bit the better team. Of course, Mike Hoffman in the lineup, that changed also the old one position. So I think overall the four line a little bit better at that moment over there. They'll spend too much time on the zone, and that's where the problem is. Yeah. That's for sure, Corey, about that one over there. More goals. Finally, we see plus 2 goals, 1 goal per game. They score 4 goals, 5 goals, guys, and 40 minutes. It took them 5 games to score 5 goals. Now they did it yesterday in 40 minutes, and finally they won 6-1. The puck movement have to be better. So what you talk about? The defense have to be better. They have to move the puck better. They have to carry on the puck a little bit better and go that one over there. I see a little bit tweak on the power play yesterday. They attacked 1-4. We talk about. See, they are coming at the blue line with 4 players, and that open up a little bit more the hole, and also they have a better chance for them to kick out the puck. So, not perfect, but I can see a tweak on the power play yesterday. The formation, it's called the formation T in hockey. So when you bring 4 players together, and you bring also the carry-on puck with this about that one over there. Look like Murray has a concussion. I don't know if it was confirmed this morning. Honestly, I worked since 7 o'clock this morning to produce video and prepare this show. But I don't know. I know he was removed for the game yesterday. And then the Ottawa collapsed, and they gave 3 goals, and the Rangers still another W in Ottawa. Not a good hockey in some moment by Tampa and last game against Toronto, but I don't think there are any critic more than that. They are all, it was an OT, and OT, this is a Russian roulette. Absolutely right about that. A little bit concerned about Corey Perry for the Tampa Bay Lightning, but that's Corey Perry at the end of the day. It's not like their biggest player. The only thing I said, Oleg, for the Tampa Bay, what I saw about 2 games overall, right? If we check everything I saw, I would say to you, Vasilevsky a little bit a difficult time since the beginning of the year. That's pretty much they have. On the flip side, Victor Edmond is unbelievable. That Edmond we saw when he won the Norris Trophy. That's what he looked like, to be honest with you. The next one I want to talk about, this guy is Montreal. What's a couple update? Adam mentioned this a couple of minutes ago. Joel Edmundson is back with the Montreal Canadiens. Dominic Schramm said after the game he believes he's going to be returned in 2 weeks. The Montreal is going to flying right now. They are leaving for four games this week. Then they come back November 2nd, and Montreal, they have a couple of 5 game in 8 days in Montreal, I believe, or something like that. And I wouldn't be surprised if he played the first game when the Detroit Red Wings are back in Montreal November 2nd, or if not, the following game, I believe it's on November 5th. So I expect Joel Edmundson. Joel Edmundson is not part of the trip right now. He's not going to go join the team. He's not going to go with them. Allow Steve Montreal is going to have his own practice. Going to maybe sure I'm going to skate with Paul Biron and maybe Norlinder. Norlinder right now is going to be restart to skating this week. It's not going to be a part of the trip. It's going to be at the Bell Center, at the practice facilities, and that's what I feel like. Norlinder, Biron, and Edmondson's going to be together shooting a puck. They will maybe call back, bring a goaltender for Laval Rocket, or maybe one of them for the 12-yard to be a goaltender. So that'll be something. Once Norlinder is ready, guys, I expect him to return in Sweden and the SHL to play for Frölunda. That's what I expect about that one over there. Not a good hockey. Yeah, Adam is still on over. The same as the Capitals yesterday. Yes, about that one over there. Now for the Montreal Canadiens, like I said, they are on the traveling. I'm pretty sure they have a day off today, and then they're going to practice tomorrow morning, a 45-minute, 60-minute max, and then they will prepare to take a plane to go in California. But first they go to Northwestern in USA. So that will be the first trip for the Montreal Canadiens, I believe, right? Oh, no, they went to Buffalo. So they're going to be in Seattle Tuesday night at 10 o'clock, Thursday, San Jose at 10 o'clock. And then Saturday, Sunday, a back-to-back game against Los Angeles, Anaheim. And the game starts at 4 o'clock Eastern time. That's something you have to take a note about this. All 4 games going to be live streamed by the Montreal Canadiens, by the Hockey Nation Live Show. As my prediction, I forgot to put this. I hope they can get 2-2 this trip, but it would be great if they can get 2-1-1 or 3-1. I think Seattle, they can beat them. I think they can win one of the two, and Los Angeles, Anaheim, but I'm not sure they can beat San Jose at that moment. And it would be interesting to see that for sure. Montreal need better passing, too much passing near the center. That's where they are turning puck over. If they start using the board, I will let the score goal or more change. I'm not agree with you, Corey, about that. If you talk about the defensive side, I'm not agree. Because every team use the board, you can pinch by the defenseman. And so if you use the board, that's why they eliminate those passes and hockey for the last few years, not run the puck. When I see the youth travel team, the coach scream, use the board, use the board. You just pinch. You pinch. The forward have to turn his back to the defenseman to protect the puck. So, and hockey, now they use the breakout from the middle. That's been that way. Now, if you talk about the neutral zone, that's another discussion about that. But my point to you, you try to use the middle. You're more open up, and you have to have a chasing. But when you use the board, right, the pinch from the, and look again, those games against Montreal, they pinch. San Jose was pinching a lot. Detroit pinched a lot Montreal yesterday because they had no time, the reaction for the defenseman. So for me, I just want to explain to you another way on the breakout in hockey, how this works and how this recommended by other team. If you check a game, guys, pay attention to breakout. Is it the board or is it the middle? And this is going to give you an idea. And the second thing, because we don't have puck mover, it's complicated. When you have a great defenseman like Quinn Hughes or Morgan Riley, those guys can carry on the puck. What do? They try to beat the F1. So when you beat the F1, that changes. Now, I will say another thing on the breakout, guys. If you want to use the board, you have to winger start skating all the way. Not steal the hash mark with the puck. We have too many times our winger are waiting for the puck. We have to use that speed up over there. The second thing I would say to you, a lot of teams use a long stretch pass. Florida, Pittsburgh, Vegas, Colorado, long stretch pass. And that's the reason why you said they're missing the pass. A lot in the middle is because they don't have the great execution between the defenseman and the forward, and they disconnect between both of them. So if you talk that way, Corey, absolutely agree with you 100% about that one over there. So that's concluded a bit what's going on with the Montreal Canadiens for the last week and the upcoming week.